Now, from the WCCO Live Desk, you're watching CBS News Minnesota.
I'm Maria Lazignoli. Thanks for joining us at the Live Desk. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty announced new demands today aimed at the federal government, seeking more access to information in cases involving federal agencies. Here's more from today's press conference.
Yesterday and today, our office submitted TUI demands to gain access to evidence held by the federal government. In state court, we use subpoenas to obtain any kind of evidence. TUI is simply a process to obtain records and evidence from the federal government because you can't simply subpoena it. Our first demand seeks evidence from the federal government in relation to Alex Pretti's death at the hands of federal agents on January 24th. Late last week, the federal government informed the BCA that they will continue to block access to evidence collected in the death of Alex Pretti. We understand that the Trump administration sent a representative to oversee the discussions between the BCA and the FBI. A final decision was conveyed to the BCA at the end of last week that there would be no cooperation. Hiding evidence and obstructing our investigation is unacceptable, and it indicates a total lack of confidence in their agents' own actions. Our second demand seeks evidence related to the shooting of Mr. Sosa-Celis by a federal agent on January 14th. The federal government filed criminal charges against Mr. Sosa-Celis and another individual, alleging that they assaulted a federal agent. Those criminal charges were based on information provided by agents who we now understand are on leave for lying under oath. In the latest in a long string of humiliations, the Department of Justice was forced to dismiss both cases with prejudice, meaning the charges cannot be refiled. The lies about what transpired that night are still on the Department of Homeland Security website. We are demanding the evidence in both of these shootings by March 3rd. We are prepared to take further legal action should the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice fail to meet our deadline and continue to obstruct our investigations. While a major announcement was made regarding a supposed drawdown, we hear from community members that ICE continues to terrorize their neighbors. Their tactics may have changed, but the community feels no safer. Every ICE agent could leave tomorrow and lasting damage will remain. Our work will reflect our commitment to transparency and accountability, even as the federal government tries to avoid both. We will have updates on our efforts to seek accountability for these and other potentially unlawful actions in the next couple of weeks. What is our relationship with the U.S. Attorney's Office and questions about the fact that we have worked together on many cases. I think I heard yesterday actually that there are 50 cases that we have that the feds had said they were going to indict. We have always had open communication. Our office often charges cases, as we did in some of the RICO cases. We had charged those first and actually obtained convictions. They were later used then in the RICO prosecution. So very often cases start out with our office. There's been communication. We still are communicating. I think our team met with the U.S. Attorney's Office yesterday to talk about what is going to happen with these cases that they said they were going to take. And I think a lot of it has to do with staffing challenges that they obviously face. We are prepared to prosecute to go ahead on any of those cases. So simply because the U.S. Attorney's Office doesn't have the staff, we are prepared to prosecute those cases.